Hello, good morning, guys. Good morning, guys and gals. Good morning, my friends. So, today I'm eating halo halo, and one of my specialties that I was able to do already is get a 2 years and 7 months in a relationship. So, I've been in a relationship for 2 years and 7 months. So, today you're here for a treat while I eat with this treat. So, um, what happened was I've been NBSB, which means no boyfriend since birth. But then came along somebody that really matched me, and yeah, we've been together for 2 years and 7 months, and we're here for the long haul. And because of this, I'm reaching out to those that are new in a relationship, who haven't been in a relationship before, or even those that want to find out what it takes to have a long lasting relationship. So while I'm eating, let's talk about it. We have 15 questions for today. First question is, what quality should I look for in a partner? So, my answer to you is it depends on you. It depends on what you need as a person. And what this means is you really have to know yourself. You have to know what are your likes, what are your dislikes, and then write it down in a notepad. The things that are good qualities that are a must for you in a partner, and those that are okay to be broken. So, for example, you want a person that's good looking. How good looking do you want the person? Or do you want a person that's good in math because you're bad in math or something like that, right? So, write everything, all the qualities that you want in a person in a notepad, just so you can have an idea of what you want the person to be. Okay? Next, how do I know if someone is right for me? So, second question, how do I know if someone is right for me? Well, the answer is really, we can't really know if a person is right for you unless you keep on going out on dates with the person. Sometimes on the first date you already know that that's not the right person. For example, that person wants to go out on plays, watch a lot of cinemas, and if that's not your thing, and that's something that the other person really wants to do, then this might not be the best relationship for you, right? So you'll know if someone is right for you if you keep on going out on dates with that person, and then you see that the person is really, either doing their best to cater to you, or if you're okay with the things that they're doing, with the activities that they're doing, no? So there's really no perfect person. It's just somebody that you can work with, right? Number three, where can I meet potential partners? Hands down, this is one of the best questions to ask. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because when I had my heart broken before I had my first ever relationship, I was so heartbroken. I was crying all around everywhere. I had to go to so many different activities, the activities that I like, no? So I would go out to camera clubs, I would go out to different hosting skills. I would attend different hosting skills because those are the things I want. And for some reason, somebody that I got close to the hosting skill invited me to their club. And that club is where I met my partner in life. So that can be a place. Just keep on going to clubs and places that you have a lot of fun with, that you really genuinely enjoy. For me, in my case, that's hosting and camera club. So in your case, you gotta reflect on the things that you value, the things that you like, and go join the clubs that they have for that specific activity, right? Okay. Number 4, what are some red flags to watch out for when dating? Okay, so as I said, you can actually go and there's no right person, right? So you can have a list of things that you want and things that you don't want. But then the red flags, oh, there are some things that are really a no-no, okay? First, if somebody hurts you, like physically or even mentally, I'm telling you, it's not gonna be good in the future. So now palang already go out of that relationship, no? So those are red flags if they physically abuse you, or if they um, give you some signs like, you're so pretty but ang taba mo, you're so fat, without a good context to it. Like if they don't help you out, or if it's just coming out of spite, the words, then it's not going to get any better in the future. So actually, this is my mom saying, and she says that for every relationship, once you get married, the the person will only be 30% effort of what they are during their girlfriend boyfriend stage. So let's remember that, watch out for the red flags, which is physically hurting you, not caring for you also. Like if you say that, oh, I want to go here or there, and then they're not even trying to understand, or they're not even making some time for you at all, or trying to make time for you, then that's not a good relationship, right? So might as well just leave that relationship early on. Also, very important, if they find you very, if they're ashamed of you to introduce you to the family, to their family, then that's a sign for you to leave the relationship. Ain't no need for that, honey. We don't need that type of thing wherein the person is afraid of their family knowing about us. So forget it. If somebody is ashamed of you, your partner is ashamed of you to introduce you to the family, then sister, you're doing a right choice if you have to leave that relationship. Okay, but other than that, there are many things that can be solved and many things that can be fixed in the relationship. No, don't just run away. Like if a house is broken, you don't need to throw away the house, right? You just need to fix the light bulb, and that's the case here as well. Number 5, how do I navigate the early stages of a relationship? First of all, one of the very first things to think about is never assume about the guy, like, oh, the guy likes me because he texted me that he wants to go out, or that he wants to meet here, right? So the very first thing, the guys are very open booked. Like they don't really have a hidden agenda. I mean, they're an open book. Like they don't really go out of their way like women, wherein we have to, sometimes it's called pakipot, wherein we usually uh, talk, like we say things like, oh, I don't like that, but then we really want it. Like for example, this halo halo, oh, I don't really want the halo halo, but then we really want it, so guys are usually not like that. They usually already are open book. If they say they like you, they do like you. If they don't say anything, then that's probably like they don't like you for the moment, right? So if we say how to navigate the early stages of a relationship, then just go with the flow. Like if what the guys say is what it really is. So if they say I like you, that means they really do like you. And then if they say they don't like you, then they don't. You know, the guys, they don't really do second guesses. Like they don't do the pakipot, which is parang a hidden agenda, no? So there's nothing like that with the guys. And I had to learn that from my relationship, that the guys, they don't usually do hidden agendas. What they do, what they say is really what they are. So that's how you should go on in the first early stages of the relationship. Number 6 question. What role does compatibility play in a successful relationship? Well, for me, compatibility plays a very big role in a relationship because your values and your respect for each other has to align. What I mean by values, for example, do you have the same thinking about religion? Do you have the same thinking about raising a family? Do you even want a family together, right? So those are big issues that if you don't really discuss with each other, it's gonna be hard to play on, right? It's going to be hard to continue with life, right? So compatibility in that way, the values and the respect for each other is very important. um, Other than that, if there's small things, like if you like the color blue and the other person likes the color green, those are small things. They don't really matter as much. It's the values in life that really make a difference on whether you can last or not, and whether you're flexible enough to join the person in the same perspective. Okay, next. How important is physical attraction in finding a partner? So I used to think that for us to be in a successful relationship, any of us, we need to have like the most handsome person, the most beautiful person. But it has its downfalls and its good side. Good side, of course, that you have the most handsome person in the world. Then, well, you feel like you deserve it, right? Like you're also beautiful if you're with somebody super handsome, right? But it has its disadvantages as well, because if you have the most handsome person in the world, or at least one of the most handsome person, what happens is a lot of women will actually flock to that person, or a lot of men. um, and it's gonna just be hard. You're always gonna be crazy and thinking about if the person is already cheating on you, because there's so many temptations if they're the prettiest or handsomest person in the world, right? So what we can do is actually find somebody that you're physically attracted to, somebody that you find handsome or beautiful in your own way, and then go along with that person, no? Because if you go with somebody who's like the most handsomest person in the world, um, sometimes it might make you feel insecure about yourself, and also you're always going to be like crazily looking if the person is cheating or not. So just find somebody that you're physically attracted to in your own way. Other people might not find the person handsome or beautiful, but for you, they're the most handsome person or most beautiful person in the world. So as long as you find the person as the most beautiful, girl, you're good to go. Okay, next. Number 8. What should I do if I'm struggling to find somebody? Hmm, this one is so important. Well, if you're struggling to find somebody, what I had my first relationship when I was 29 years old, which for some people might be the stone ages already, 29 years old to find somebody. But here's my very, very important tip to you. First of all, never panic. Make sure that you're in a stable mood of mind. Like, make sure your mind is calm, at ease, and keep, while you haven't found your somebody for now, make sure to just keep on improving yourself. Like for me, if I love photography, I just keep on taking pictures everywhere, right? Or if I love to host, then I just keep attending workshops. I just make sure to keep watching videos on how to talk properly, how to discuss things properly, right? So, if you're struggling to find somebody, just forget about it at this moment and make sure to just focus on yourself. Because by finding yourself, you'll actually find your person. 100% trust. Believe. If you find yourself, you'll find your person. So, as long as you're happy with yourself, you gotta make sure, right? Like, are you happy with yourself? Are you good? Are you satisfied? Would you date you? That's the important question, right? Would you date yourself? And if the answer is yes, then don't worry, the person will come along. Next, number 9. How can I communicate my needs and boundaries effectively in a relationship? Oh, child, I've had so many of this um, instance already of happening, right? The boundaries and needs efficiently. First of all, the most important communication is not pinpointing the blame. Because once you pinpoint the blame, the other person will shut down and not even listen to what you're saying. So the very first thing is not to say, it's your fault. It's you that was doing all of this. It's you that did not make this happen, right? So the very first thing, if you want to communicate, for example, um, something basic, like if you don't want your partner to keep on rubbing your arm, like if they do like squishing your arm, like for example, it's so petty, but if you don't want the person to keep on squishing your arm, instead of saying, hey, you're such an ass, stop squishing my arm like that, they're not really going to listen to you as well, because there's a lot of blame that's happening, right? And you're using the word you. So what's the better thing to do here? The best thing to do is, if they're squishing your arm, you don't like it, you just say, hello partner, I noticed that my arm is being squished, and I'm not comfortable with what's happening. Would it be possible to not do it anymore? See, you see what I did there? I said, I'm not comfortable, and would it be possible, right? So that's so important, the communication. By the way, I've read 100 and more books on relationships even before I got into a relationship. So these words of wisdom are coming from various books and places that I have watched out for. So yeah, it has kept me in my relationship for a long time. And I hope, I'm rooting for you that you'll be able to find your own relationship as well. Next, this number 10 is one of my most favorite question. What are some common misconceptions about finding the one? Ooh, burn. So actually, before I read my relationship books, the dozens and hundreds of relationship books, I've always thought that there was the one. But then I read in a book that there is no the one. Because what if the one is starting to physically abuse you? Or what if the one just left you with your children? Or what if the one started cheating on you, right? What? You won't have the one anymore? The the one you have to stay with forever? So I'm telling you this as your older sister, as your ate girl. There is no the one. Repeat after me. There is no the one. What does this mean? It means that there's only a right relationship and a wrong relationship. There's no one person that is a match to you permanently, because what if that one cheats on you or like lies to you, right? So if we have this mentality of, oh, that person is the one, what, there's only one, there's hundreds of other people, can't be you're the one, right? If there's one, there's only one, right? So um make sure your mindset is always, there's no the one, there's only a right person, right? There's only a right one, not the one. I hope you remember this, little girl, little man, because I'm telling this out of my the best of my heart. Like, you're my little sister or like little brother, and I just want you to have the best, right? Okay, next question. Is it okay to have deal breakers when looking for a partner? Yeah, for me, my man isn't the tallest person in the world, but that's okay with me. It's a deal breaker sometimes, but it's not that big of a deal breaker. So as long as your deal breaker isn't on the scale of a 10, it's not a super high one, um, then it's okay. As long as the deal breakers are things that you can live with. Um, No, my man's height is perfect for me right now, but for some it might not be tall enough for others. But for me, I like it, I enjoy it, I've grown to love it. So your deal breakers, as long as you can live with them, as long as they're okay with you, then you're good to go. Next question. Oh, this one is a good question. How do I maintain my individuality while in a relationship? Very important. When my boyfriend and I started out in a relationship, one of the first things he said is, we have to continue with our own set of friends, with our own set of activities, either together or separately. That's very important. So I still continued on until now my camera club. I still continued my other sports activities in life, and that is how you can build your own individuality while in a relationship. So sometimes when I'm with my person, I take him to club events, to camera club events, but not all the time, right? Just when there are opportunities for him to come. So that can be something that you can do as well. You keep on doing what you did when you were still single, but introduce your person to your activities, to the clubs that you're in, whenever there's an opportunity or whenever possible, right? That's how you'll be able to keep your individuality. Still strive to maintain your activities, your relationships, but at the same time, continue on like introducing the person to your own clubs and partnerships, right? Okay, next. What are some healthy relationship habits to cultivate? You're in for a treat because this one saved my relationship so many times. First of all, always discuss the things that are bothering you. Even though they might be small things or big things, always discuss the things that you have in mind, because these are the things that will um, state whether your relationship will be long term or not. If you are able to discuss things in a calm, efficient manner, then you'll be able to discuss the bigger things in life, right? So make sure to discuss all your problems, worries to your partner and your partner only. Stop discussing it with the world. Stop discussing it in social media, right? Just discuss it with your partner. Second, um, you need to discuss your values to each other. Like, do you want to have kids? How is the payment of the house going to be? How's the how many times a week are you going to meet each other, right? So these things are very important to discuss and to know. So yeah, those are healthy relationship habits. And finally, number three, which is I think one of the most important, is never, never ever say the word you when trying to explain something that you don't like. For example, you're saying, it's all your fault. You're always doing this. Why are you such a slob? You. Because the minute we say the word you, that's the end of it. Like, they're not gonna listen to whatever you have to say because they feel like it's an attack on the person. They feel like you're attacking them, right? So let's eliminate the word you if you're trying to explain something that you don't like. Okay. Next, number 19, how can I overcome past relationship baggage when searching for a new partner? I swear these questions are made for me because I know the answer so well. Well, first of all, the important thing is not to compare this new person of yours with the old person. Like, you can't just be saying, when I was with partner A, I had flowers or I had chocolates. How come with you I don't have any, right? Or when I was with partner A, they always took me out every day for lunch. How come with you you're not, right? So I think comparison is one of the worst things and one of the things that can really be toxic in a relationship. So never think about the person and compare them to somebody else, because okay, for sure, for example, maybe your partner A before was always with you with lunch, but they had to you were KKB, which is kanya-kanyang bayad or 50-50 payment, right? And your current partner now doesn't ask you to pay for anything, right? Or yeah, so things like that. Stop the comparison because there are strengths and benefits of each partner, and you just have to learn to live with it as long as you can. No, if it's something that's really bad, like abusive, then it's time to move away. Or if they cheat on you, well, I don't know. Some people stay in a relationship even though they got cheated on, but it goes back again to reflecting on yourself, meditating on yourself, and what type of person you are. Is that something that is okay with you? Or is that something that you're not willing to tolerate, right? Yeah. Finally, we're moving on to the final question, which is number 15. What steps can I take to improve my self confidence and attract the right person? I swear these questions are the best. And yeah, I hope you can find and thrive in your relationship as I discussed this last question. Make sure to subscribe also if this is something that has been very helpful for you, or if you want to see more videos like this, please make sure to subscribe. Thank you so much. So, number 15, what steps can I take to improve my self confidence and attract the right person? Actually, I've been discussing this 15th question sometime in between number 1 and 14. which is make sure to have your individuality. What does this mean? It means that have activities outside of your relationship. Like if you like photography like me, right? I still keep on having photography sessions. I'm still in the club. Actually, just this month, I'm so proud to say I got top 5 out of maybe 90, 90 photos, right? So that gives me a boost in confidence, right? So you have to keep on doing activities and improving yourself as an individual, because these are the things that will give you self confidence and attract the right person, right? So if you're oozing out with confidence, if you're doing the things that you love to do on the side, and some things that are beneficial to you as a person, and you're making sure that making yourself attractive for yourself, not just for the other people, but for yourself, then the right person will come along. As long as you value yourself, as long as uh, you're somebody that want to date yourself, then the right person will come along as well. Thank you everybody for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, hope to have hope you have a great relationship and more years to come in greatness and success. Thank you.